You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant.
You guys, I don't know if we should start this off with a disclaimer. Should we?
I think we should let the people know. Maybe put the kids to bed.
Put the kids to sleep.
Yeah.
Put them in the other room.
Oh, God.
Because episode 10 of Truly Unruly, we are going to be talking about
We're going in.
the pants off dance off. We will be talking about sex.
Hey.
Hey, a very natural thing, a very human thing.
Yeah.
Episode 10. We're going
I'm coming
in.
into this as an adult, though. I'm not nervous about
Right.
this. This is good.
I don't think it's nerves.
Yeah.
I just don't want to,
Are we filming?
Oh, we're filming.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Truly Unruly, guys. You see to my right, your left, Mr. Marcus Trufant in the
Hey.
tie, looking fresh. Tacoma Stars, what's
Nice.
good?
T-Town
Got rid of
253 in
moccasins.
it. Yeah.
And to the left, your right, the lovely Jessica Trufant in the beautiful turban. Today, she is the genie of love.
That's right. Sex turban.
This is the sex turban.
Very nice.
How are you guys? You guys good?
Doing well, Kel. How about yourself, man?
I'm great. I am been so excited for this episode. I've been anticipating this episode for a while.
All right.
So you guys ready just to dive on in? Why do you seem so awkward, Jess?
Because it is awkward. I am uncomfortable.
We'll talk about this. I got
That's
a lot
okay.
Yeah. I got a lot to say about
Okay,
it.
because
That's
I feel
okay.
like before
Yeah.
we've even started, she has Catholic guilt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is that a thing? Is that
That's
a real
a thing.
thing?
Yes, that is a real thing.
That's a real thing.
You should
All
get free treatment for that shit.
Yeah. I don't know about it. I guess I'll learn today.
Free
You'll learn
therapy
today.
for
Okay.
Catholic guilt.
Okay, so
Oh, the kids are up.
let's start off here. Because of the Catholic guilt.
Oh, God.
Did your parents have the sex talk with you growing up? Did your mom have that conversation?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No. Which, God bless her. She tried but didn't try, right? She sent me to her dear friend, started a class for young women called Pearl Talk. And it was a religious-based class about sex. And it was a wonderful class. It was. It absolutely was. But it was more of, do not have sex until you're married, right? But the message was a good, solid message. It was really about like valuing your body and treating it like a temple and not passing it around from guy to guy. But I think we needed to know about the dangers of sex or how to protect yourself. Those things were not discussed, if that makes any sense, right?
So was there never any talk about like contraceptive, like, using protection and stuff like that? Okay.
It was literally, don't do it. God does not want you to do it. Don't do it. So in the back of my head, I'm like, all right, so I'm going to go to hell. It's cool, though. I don't want to go to hell, but I have this boyfriend, right? And he's putting the pressure on me, right? And these are the things that need to be talked about that were not discussed. It was literally in my house. It was a taboo subject. I think it's a taboo subject in most people's house. Like, what parents really are comfortable about that? Talking about that.
But from our experience as being black people, it's very taboo in our culture. Because my mom wouldn't even have the conversation with me. She had my godmother have the conversation with me because my godmother was a social worker. Okay. So she knew how to speak to young people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really learned about sex from like my friends.
Right.
And that is the wrong way to learn
That's
about it.
the majority of kids, though.
Right.
A lot of
It
kids
really
go
is.
through
That is the wrong.
Yeah.
That's the wrong way.
I agree.
What about you, True?
Ooh,
Did Constance and Papa Chill have the talk with you?
My parents, fairly open.
Yeah.
My dad is a character all in himself, so he laughs about a lot of stuff that we went through as young kids. The first time me and my middle brother Isaiah came home and were, a little under the influence and got caught. He was like trying to hold back his laughs, and my mom was being all serious and all that kind of stuff, and like she woke us up the next morning, made us pray at the table and do all this kind of stuff. And he's just sitting there kind of laughing, right? So that's the kind of situation we grew up with. My mom was more of the, just being about the discipline and, you stay in the line. And my pops was always with her, of course, as they work as a team, but openness. So they asked questions. It wasn't so much the sex.
Okay, so you didn't get the sex talk.
No. Not so much of don't do sex, but are you doing this? It was an open kind of conversation. And if you are doing it, this is what could happen. You could get a girl pregnant. This could happen. And you could go through these types of situations. Marcus, just give the sisters a chance because there was some other stuff going some other people that were coming through. So
give us a chance.
I haven't even met your parents yet.
That's pretty sad that it's like, give the sisters a chance.
I was gonna say, I love your parents. I haven't even met them yet. But the fact that they took that moment to throw that in,
sneak that in there.
Everybody, give the sisters a shot. That's really funny.
Just give the sisters a chance. But as we go into this more, I was more of a late bloomer, so I wasn't, in.
You made up for it, though.
Just let me talk. Hey,
you made up
I let
for
you go,
it.
and I didn't really
late bloomers.
jump in.
Shout out to the late bloomers.
But so kinda, I would say like it was a 50-50 talk. They didn't dive all the way into it, but they kind of put it out there, and I think that was okay.
How old were you guys, would you say, when your parents had that conversation with you guys? 16?
Hit your side. He's fighting a little bit.
Oh, am I?
Your side. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's the wife looking out.
It's hot.
Right
I got the AC on, but it ain't hit yet.
Yeah.
So.
Or maybe this talk is hot already, so we're just sweating
Conversation's getting hot. How old were you guys when let's say when you went to that class and when your parents started having that conversation with you guys? Obviously, probably high school, right?
High school, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe right before high school. Yes. But I am not knocking Pearl Talk. I think it's just a beautiful way to celebrate, your body as a temple and protecting it and all that kind of stuff. I just want to put that out there.
No, I agree with you, Jess, because
that did not work for me.
Well, no, I agree with you, Jess, because it at least instilled in you the values of knowing that that you're special and your body is special, and you just don't give that to everybody.
Right. I think everybody needs to know that. As a matter of fact, she did something that really resonated with me. Everybody had to open a blow pop, right? Mm-hmm. All the girls in the class, and then we had to put the blow pops in our mouth, right? Not in that way, guys. Not in that way. This is Pearl Talk. So put the blow pop in her mouth, and then she was like, all right, cool. Now pass it to your friend. And have your friend put the blow pop in their mouth too.
Did you guys do it?
We were like, ew. And she was like, that's exactly what it's like when you're passing that ass, pretty much.
That's traumatic because you shower in between that. So I don't know. I don't fully agree with that. I see what she did there.
I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah, she instilled the fear of God in you.
Right.
Did anybody in the class just take it and start licking on their friend's pop? Because
I'm sure somebody did.
Those are signs. Those are early signs right there.
Licking on a pop? You guys you're disturbing. That's disturbing. Licking on a, God, see, that's why, we can't even do anything. We can't eat a banana. We can't lick on a blow.
No.
Everything's suggestive. What are you talking about?
I'm saying if someone was okay with sharing, the germs and the moistures of the next young lady's
germs
pop,
and the moistures,
then hey.
I'm done.
I mean, if you think that's gross, then don't kiss. I mean, it's the same thing as kissing.
Well, kind of, but I don't know. Anyways, I really appreciated that. It was like, wow. But once again, I think we need more.
Yeah.
Sex is it should be normalized. Religion and, prudish parents have really taken the joy, the pleasure, and the beauty out of sex and the power out of sexuality, and it just sucks.
Especially for young ladies.
Especially because there's a complete double standard. We all know that, right?
No, I agree.
100%.
Right.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So for young women, it's hard. It is hard, having sex before you're married, because even, we're supposed to be, pure and holy and untouched and all.
Set up and be perfect for your man.
To be perfect for your man,
so that, like,
who's
it's all
a full-on fucking hoe out here. But no, I must save
you looking at me when you say that, a little.
I was looking at both of you guys, actually.
Okay.
Whoa.
Right.
Whoa, hold on.
Right. And Dylan, too. So.
Dylan's like, how did I get thrown into this?
Right. But yeah, it's, so it's like the guilt associated with that, and the feelings of unworthiness because you have given yourself to somebody else. It's bad. Where's the free therapy?
No, that's real. It's funny you say that, Jess, because I agree with you, and I think men, there's definitely a place where we can help in that space of go ahead, Jess, like you're about to mean to say something.
Wait, no, I'm waiting. Help.
Well, no, just not treating and thinking of women in that sense. I mean, I've been to a wedding before and had a friend sit next to me in the wedding and be like, she should not have on that white dress. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, you didn't need to say that.
Like, come on, control yourself.
Exactly. Like, control
why
those
do we
thoughts.
have to control ourselves? And
right.
you guys
like,
are just allowed to
it's
be.
not fair.
And that's the double standard that we talk about. But I think again, like we've talked about before on this show, it goes back to the ego and the
power,
delicacy.
It's power.
Of the man. The man wants to be like, okay, I'm the only one, and this is me, and this is mine. So if a woman is, is a free spirit, or has had
promiscuous.
Really, that's why you have to call us free spirits and shit.
I'm just saying though, from a man's point of view, and not mine, of course, because I'm grown, but some men, they can't handle that side of it. It has to be this double standard. Of course, I'm a man. I can go out and I can do this. And if you got a beautiful woman, she can go out and do the same thing.
The whole thing, it's power and control. All you guys are always in a freaking.
We're in a position
not
of power.
all. You got to be careful with saying all.
Yeah, but men are definitely
most
in a position
of you guys
of power.
are in a position of power, and
For sure.
we are like your docile whatever. We're supposed to be that. We're supposed to be this for the men in power. We're supposed to be meek and mild, and I don't know. It's just the whole,
because men can't handle it if you're not.
It's the foundation
in a lot
of
cases,
everything.
in a lot of cases, not all cases, but some.
It's the foundation of everything. Men control power, so they have to control us. And now we are made to feel guilty about our sexuality and wanting to be sexual creatures. And all these powerful men are like, yeah, dick swinging competition at all times.
I think all of us as just humans, first and foremost, when we learn and understand that we live on a breeding planet, that everything here reproduces, dies, and it's a cycle that continues on, and understand that we are just little specks of beings that's a part of this big cosmic thing, we'll throw all that, the BS out of the window. But I think a lot of it has to do with us and our selfish notion of believing that we are the center of everything. And when we learn that we're not the center of everything, we'll be able to accept each other, accept women as our equals. And I think something that is a change that you see that is happening now.
True.
In the world, it's starting to happen. It's taking time, but like women need to be treated as our equals, straight up. Like they're humans just like us. They created us.
Right.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for women. Right. I mean, you can go back to what came first, the chicken or the egg.
Right.
But
That's what makes it that much more unfair, and that makes it that much more of.
Yeah, like last I checked, men aren't giving birth.
Right.
Yeah. Let's not run down the list of things that men aren't doing that women have to do. Let's not run down that list.
All right. Well,
let's not go there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because Jess is about to go off.
And that could be
It's about to run it down.
When do you guys think it's a good age to have the talk with your kids about sex? And have you had that talk, at least with your older kids, about sex and relationships?
I know.
As soon as they inquire about it or say anything like that, I think it's time to be like, okay, so let's talk about this. I know you're 7 and you're asking why mommy and daddy are doing this, so let's talk about sex. No, I don't know if it's at 7 years old, but with my daughters, because of my upbringing and how uncomfortable it was for me to accept sexuality and sex and all that kind of stuff, I wasn't sure how to approach my kids and talk about sex. So my 2 oldest daughters, I found a class called Great Conversations, and it's hosted at Overlake and at Swedish, I believe, and it pretty much busts it wide open for the girls.
Now, quick question: because I don't know, I maybe this is just me being a little old school. Did this program kind of break down to you what they were going to say to your kids first before they were involved? Because I would feel like in something like this, as serious as this is with sex, that you want it to be something that matches up to you and your husband's beliefs.
Right. Well, it just talks, I can't even remember, but I think it just explains that they're going to talk about the changes.
Right.
And then talk about sexual reproduction and
how
sex.
you get from, being parents.
Just kind of the transition
having a
from
baby.
puberty
Right.
to sex and having a baby. And I will say that it is not religion
Based
based.
at all.
It's all facts. It's all about
No,
the,
it's
yeah.
not. One of the first things, they're like, okay, guys, so we're going to start talking about women's bodies. And she uncovers this big board, and it is a huge picture of a woman with her legs open with just a big open vagina. And all the girls are like, oh, and the moms are like sitting there, because we're sitting right next to our daughters in the class, and I'm trying not to look at my daughter, but then I'm trying to look her in the eyes just to reassure her that
It's all right.
This is normal.
This is normal.
This is normal. So it was stuff like that. And, she was like, people like to masturbate. People like to have sex with more than one person. People, and so it was just really kind of laying it all out there, as I feel like it should be.
Right.
That's the reason why there's such a high flippin' pregnancy rate and STD rate, is because we do not talk about sex, and we do not make it easy for kids, teenagers that have those natural urges that adults have, same fucking thing. You don't make it easy for them to get contraception, all that kind of stuff. So what do? We get pregnant. And what else do? We get herpes.
Sheesh.
Are we supposed to, should we leave that in there?
No, hey, you're just keeping it real. Dang.
Trill, too real.
Well,
Yeah.
if we knew better,
Right.
first of all, I don't have herpes. Okay, first and foremost. Second of all, but 1 out of 5 people do. So there's 4 of us in here. We're getting pretty close.
No, we're
Damn.
good. Damn.
But I would say,
Speaking for myself, I'm good. Jeez, Jess.
But see, if we had these conversations, if sex was normalized and it wasn't like, oh, clutches pearls, something that everybody does that is meant to procreate, which is meant to be beautiful, passionate, pleasurable. Like I said, the joy has been fucking sucked out of it.
Sheesh.
yeah.
Well, I think she spoke. Did she speak for you? Trey? Do we move on to the next question? 'Cause
No,
Jess just went off.
I would just say from because that's the mom's point of view, right? And it's good for
Right.
mom to no. Well, of course, I'm with you on that 100%. But my job is to kind of let them know what boys are thinking
right.
and kind of where they're at and what they're doing. And I assume that our girls are not so much boy crazy yet. I know it's coming, and it's going to come eventually.
I don't
but
even know if they like boys.
That's so it's kind of just one of those things. Boys are icky. Boys are still immature and stuff like that. With my oldest daughter, I talked to her a little bit about, how boys act, and she had a boy that was liking her, and it was like, okay, no, I'm not really interested.
He
and
was
it was
way
more
too immature.
of a business transaction.
Right,
No.
business.
thank you for this, but
Right. Thank you for offering, but
I'm
no,
not
thank you.
interested. But if
Right.
you want to send me an email, type of thing like
Right,
that.
no,
It was really
serious,
like
serious.
rigid kind of.
We can totally revisit this topic at a different time.
So I'm
Carmen
kind of
is very structured.
on
Good
it.
for her.
Yes, she's on it. But I'm kind of like every day I think about it. As a matter of fact, that I want to pull her to the side and give her this full.
Every day you think about
Yes,
it.
I do. As a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Every day, like, okay, we really, because she's kind of uncomfortable with talking to me about it for some reason. I guess because it's an uncomfortable conversation, but I want to do it. But every time I kind of bring it up, she kind of is like, and kind of like walks away and does this type of stuff. And she's not really, but I want it to be comfortable, and I don't want to have her kind of tune out and not really be into it. I want her to be able to engage. So I'm trying to be strategic on how I do that. Go ahead, Mama.
Wait. That just reminded me, because you did talk to her. So when I took Carmen to the class, right, it goes through everything. You're going to start your period, which they made that a beautiful thing as well, even though it is the shittiest thing ever. And, that is to be celebrated when you start your cycle, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, after, you're going to get your period. Okay, this is how men and women have sex. You do this. It's pleasurable. You masturbate. The sperm meets the egg. You have a baby. After the entire class, we're walking out, and I'm like, so what'd you think about the class? And she was like, I don't know. She was like, that really doesn't apply to you because you got your babies from God. And I'm like,
little does she know.
She missed the whole
thing. It went completely
thing.
over her head.
And I was like, Carmen, no. Your dad and I had sex. Your grandma had sex with Papa Chill. Gigi had sex with Papa. We all had sex to get pregnant, to have babies. And she's just like,
Was she mortified?
yes.
Mind
And so then
blown.
when we get home, I kind of follow it up with Marcus. And I'm like, so Marcus, tell her about what boys want, and this is what they're gonna want. And so, but this was like what?
Yeah.
It had to have been almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then my other daughter, because I've only done 2 so far because of COVID, I haven't done my 10-year-old yet. But my other daughter, I was like, so do you have any questions? And she goes, so when the egg splits in 2, it's twins? That's it.
That's all it meant.
That's it. Like all of this, and that's it.
Wait,
Twins blew her mind.
Who was the one that was like, so is it sex or is it six?
Oh yeah. No. So the instructor is like, okay, this was with our oldest. She was like, okay, now we're going to talk about the 3-letter word. And we had like paper and pencil, and my daughter, Carmen, she writes down, she goes, I know what it is. She writes it down and she passes it to me, and it says 6. And I'm like,
But that just goes to show that it's better if parents communicate versus letting kids figure it out on their own.
that's
for
what
sure.
happens. Let's talk
You know,
about
sure.
men are learning from the street and all
For
this kind of stuff.
sure.
Yeah, clear all that out early. I know it's
Right.
uncomfortable.
It was. You
Yeah.
should have seen, you could see the parents were like so uncomfortable. The girls were awkwardly chuckling and like head down, but it's a needed conversation. And like I said, it's a shame that
Right.
it's not normal. It's normal.
It's so taboo, and it shouldn't be because everyone does it. And
And it's all over TV and shit, and then it's like, but don't do it.
well,
Don't do it.
Not even that. I mean, outside of, I guess, surrogates and test tube babies, that's how everyone's arrived.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's
we
life.
all brought someone in from the other side by
Right.
connecting.
Right.
That's what happened.
Right.
you know?
And when you,
We're just having sex in the Bible.
and when you go and when you
really
start
it.
go through puberty and do all that, you develop those same urges as adults.
Right.
Yes, you are pint-sized, a little bit, but it's the same exact thing. You're just younger. So they need to be armed with the knowledge of how to use contraception, how to get contraception, how to be safe. And, there is nothing wrong with abstaining either.
And to not feel pressure. Yeah.
I think
and to not feel pressure. Yeah.
As long as you are able.
That's boys and girls.
Right.
Too, so, yeah.
You do it when you're ready. I don't know. I guess if you just let them really feel like they have control and power over their decisions, they will make better fucking decisions.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's
when you're
very well said.
Control. We're going to make dumb decisions.
Exactly.
And we're going to do
very
stuff
well said.
just because. Just because.
I agree.
Am I talking about me? Oh, I might be. Anyways.
So what were you guys physically attracted to when you first really saw each other? Because I know when you first saw each other in the club, we're going back to like the first episode, but it was very brief. But when you guys got a chance to really like look each other up and down, like what was it that you were like, damn?
Well, I'll go first because mine is...
It's pretty easy, right?
Much more positive, because she likes to tell the story.
Mine's negative?
I wasn't
we already
into
went through her story.
Marcus has the floor.
Thank
Marcus
you.
has the floor.
Equal. I thought we was 50-50. Let me talk, Mama. Can I?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, she's a very beautiful woman.
I am.
Face, body, spirit.
You did not know my spirit when you first met me.
Movement. I can see it. Yeah, I got the eye. I can see it from a distance. Even if you didn't know, I can see your spirit.
You're his twin flame.
Yeah,
right.
so
we saw your eyes. He connected.
I could feel
with
that.
You,
It was
Jess.
the energy. It was the
He
energy.
knew it was there.
And
he knew you from a past life.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh my God, it's you again."
It's
hey, yeah,
dropping it down.
Good to see you again.
Right.
So yeah, just the way she moved and she did her thing. I was kind of like, ooh, I wonder what that would be like. She's kind of, excuse me,
Yes.
but yeah, she's
My man said that looked fun.
Yeah, she's doing her thing, but very interesting. But never approached it like that. But as a man, and just the desires that we have built up inside. Yeah, she's great. I would like to be introduced. She's just beautiful, A to Z. So
Yeah, don't feel weird, Drew, because we're talking about physical attraction. So you could.
No, I'm not
Go
weird.
there.
I'm saying that it was all of it. It was the way she looked. It was the way she moved. It was the way she was dressed, and just the energy in general. And I was like, I need to be introduced. So can you introduce me to the black girl? Is what
Give the sisters a chance.
I think was my exact words.
Give the sister a chance.
I was never a man that.
I'm kidding.
You
were an equal opportunist. Go ahead.
Equal opportunist. So I was
Don't
like, yes,
discriminate.
I need to meet her. And I was a laid back guy. I've never been a guy that was very aggressive and wants to approach and be all over girls like that. So that's just not my style, but I like to be introduced. I like a conversation.
Right.
And that's really what it was. So I was attracted to everything.
Right.
My man liked how you walked through the room.
Hey,
That's
That's
right.
love
Yeah.
right there.
Like I said, he liked the way I was dropping it down.
to
Me
the
and
flow,
two
to
other
the
girls.
flow.
That's all. We were in
Yeah.
a
I was
circle
like,
with
okay.
ourselves.
But they might know what they doing.
You're done.
Maybe.
Maybe, shoot.
Right.
Was she doing that? Was she on the floor doing that cry baby? I know you see Megan
way
Thee
past
Stallion.
that time.
Oh,
That was
Nah,
freshman
not
year.
that.
Okay, that was freshman
But I could
year.
tell she had that in her, though. I could tell she
yeah,
had
you're
that in
like,
there.
let me-
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You had no idea.
And now she's going to tell me what I was
could-
thinking. And that's okay.
Right.
Yeah, you can do that if you want to.
I had the
Listen.
crybaby in me. You knew I
Yeah.
had that.
Listen.
Head
All right,
to the
Mama, go
floor,
ahead.
Pound, pound.
No,
Really?
Jess, he knew you did because look, 16 years and 5 kids later.
I know, right?
Now the floor is yours, Mama. So tell us what you
Oh God, don't.
were attracted to, if anything, when you saw me. So
Well, our first encounter, you really weren't even there for me,
Right.
right? It was
Right.
like, okay, hey, how you doing? All right, we're
Right.
on our way out the door. But there's just something about you. There is just something about your swag. Don't Birdman and high schoolize me at the same time.
okay.
Don't
I mean,
give
what
me the
else?
light skin.
I mean, what
I'm
else? What
Birdman
else?
hand
I mean,
rub.
what else?
Right. There was just something about like his swag, his energy, his confidence, his just everything. It was just something. And I'm like, ooh, it's a vibe.
Hey, interesting.
But I wasn't like, ooh, I wonder what that'd be like.
So that's the difference between men.
Ooh, I wonder what that would be like to have kids and get married and have a family with this man. That's what's in the back of our head. But yeah, no, it was everything. It was everything.
Is there something, and this isn't obviously between you two are married, so it obviously wasn't a deal breaker, but like, right. Is there something that's like physically that's a deal breaker for you? I know for some women it's like height. If a guy's too short, it's like I can't do it. I know for some guys it's like, yo, she got big feet, son. Like this is
or hands is too strong.
Yeah, hands is too strong or something.
Hey, I got some pretty strong ass hands.
Was there?
I will tell you my deal breaker. I am a teeth person, and if your teeth are not up to standard, my standards,
that's tough.
You got to go.
That's real. That is real.
I swear my cousin Shimmy was with me. Shout out to Shimmy. I hope you remember this. We were in Mercer Island. Who travels to Mercer Island from Seattle back in the day who's black? I don't know. But we so happened to be in Mercer Island, and we were at the McDonald's, and my mom had let us walk over to McDonald's, and there was, I don't know what nationality he was. I have no idea. He is like, hey, let me talk to you. And he turns, and you know those fake teeth that you buy for like Halloween and stuff where all the teeth are like shooting out?
Yeah,
like
the buck teeth?
Like it's like a joke?
Yes. My man was trying to shoot his shot.
A bit of Otis off Martin.
I was kind of startled. I was like, ooh, you know what? Nice to meet you. I'm married. And I think I was like 13.
Was it that buck where like he couldn't close his mouth all the way?
Yes, he couldn't even close his mouth.
That's rough.
Though.
That's rough. He's a mouth breather. Right. Sleeps with his mouth open. That's rough.
Could you imagine the breath? Like when your mouth has to consistently be kind of cracked all the time, do you know what kind of foul odor? Like you're inhaling life and just exhaling shit pretty much.
So I guess a fact about me is most people get braces when they're like in middle school and high school and stuff like that.
Saved my life.
I got braces around...
You were 26, I think.
Yeah, because I had braces when we got married. So I don't know if that was a part of it. I was encouraged to do it, but I didn't think my grill was that bad.
Was she on you about braces?
No.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't on me. I know my brother got braces, and I was like, oh, damn, okay. He's smiling and he's cheesing, cool, so I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump in, too.
Trust me, I wouldn't have talked to him if his teeth were not up to standard.
Yeah,
but teeth it's a deal breaker for me. That's one of the first things I notice is a person's teeth.
No, that's real. I think most women do. I think most women notice a guy's teeth, his nails, his hair, and they look at his shoes.
Right.
That, too. I have not talked to somebody
that's real.
Dirty
shoes
nails
is funny. Yeah.
Dirty nails, long dirty nails on a dude just really makes me throw up in my mouth.
Yeah, but I mean it's details, and those are those things that's like no one's gonna love your hair, your teeth, and your nails like you. No one else is gonna. So like you gotta keep that on point. I agree with that for like women, like because I've seen some women out here with some like like come on, like come on.
Man, should I say my piece now? I'm a little embarrassed, but
and your shoes can't be walking and talking and turned. Okay, go ahead.
Leaning.
Deal breakers. So
what are your deal breakers?
Come from an era.
You seem to have really embraced everybody.
We come from an era to where numbers were a thing.
Right.
For guys, it was like, oh yeah, man,
here we go, double standard.
Killing them, I'm knocking them down. And I was a nice guy, kind of reserved, but I didn't turn down much. It's not a thing that I'm proud of course, but deal breakers are more about the interaction and the personality. If I could talk to you and I'm not annoyed by your, just a casual conversation in the day-to-day, then I would be cool with you. I would give you a pass on most situations if you had the strong hands or if you had the big feet.
Or if you had this
Not
you can't
so
close
much
your mouth.
I gotta
You're
be
gonna
attracted
like,
to you, of
I'll buy
course,
Guess
but
that
it
because I
wasn't
really like your personality.
It wasn't so much about everything being perfect. If I was really attracted to you and I liked you, it was more, that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see all the other.
You know what's funny? I was a little more like cut and dry. Just right now, you and I just got
Yeah.
real quick. True.
I looked over your
thank God.
flaws, all your flaws.
Thank God
I looked over.
I'm like not bad.
No.
You would take
Jess,
anything.
no, Jess,
That's not true.
It goes back to last week.
That's
You
not
would
what
let
I'm
me get
saying.
into 250 pounds, and you'd be like,
That's not what I'm
Jess,
saying.
no,
Still
Jess,
attractive.
you're beautiful. Real quick,
I
guy
like
to
your
guy.
personality.
You know what my thing was true?
No.
If a chick was from Nassau, no ass at all.
That was your thing?
That was my thing, man. If you ain't got no booty, like if there's no butt back there, I'm sorry. I can do small boobs. That's not a deal breaker. But if
Right.
you have no ass,
It was more physical for you then.
if you have no ass, and if I can't have an
That's not
intelligent,
fair.
Wait. If you have no ass and I can't have an intelligent conversation with you,
Right.
it's not gonna work. And I'm a sucker for a pretty face,
Right.
Like,
Wait, but that's not fair.
what do you mean it's not fair?
Because
I'm
you're
attracted
judging-
to a girl with a nice butt. Like, if you don't have a nice butt,
judging
go
us
squat.
off features that like stuff that we literally cannot
Jessica
control.
Trufant. The question was, what is the physical deal breaker? Physical deal breaker.
I think that's unfair. That's like us, like, well, if he's not packing, well, we can't see it.
Okay, then.
We can't see
and
it
then
when we
you
first
s-
see
And
you.
then when you see
And
that
then
he's
it's
not
a
packing, you send him off.
Well, if you do like we're supposed to do, you don't see that until your wedding night, and then you're like, oh my God, what did I
want to
get
say one thing
into?
to you, Kale, because you said girls with no ass is a deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker.
They know they don't have no ass, right?
Then why are you talking to me?
No, so they are training. They're working in the off season to work on
They're
everything
working in the
else.
That's great.
off-season?
But that. So the ass isn't there. So they are good in other areas. I'm gonna keep it clean so it doesn't get too disrespectful on the truly unruly. But they may be great in these other areas. That could be
You're right.
Right.
But the thing is, Marcus, is I have to look at it every day.
Do you?
And the thing is, or I have to look at it, and if it's not there, I'm not going to sit here and settle
I mean,
when
she
I
can
know
walk
that I can.
backwards all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
That
And
would work.
here's the other thing too: is she could go to the gym and squat, but I don't have time to sit here and wait and coach you to decide to sit when you decide to sit here
I'ma
and grow
just
a
say
butt.
it. I'm
You
gonna
know
just say it.
what?
Wait.
I don't want to
I'ma
hear
just
about
say
gym and
it.
squats. Squats do not. They might tighten your ass. They are not giving you a bigger
There's
ass.
three
Everybody
parts-
that is talking
there-
about they've gained a
Jess,
black girl ass from
Jess,
squats.
there's
You're a
three
goddamn
parts.
lie.
As a guy that works out every day, there's three parts to your butt. The minimus, the maximus, the top, the middle, and the bottom. Okay, you got to hit all three of the muscles.
What I was trying to
so
get
you're
at.
saying when you hit all three of the muscles, all of a sudden you're gonna have a big.
It's gonna grow.
Bubble
yeah.
butt. You're gonna have a bubble
You're
butt.
gonna develop. You're gonna grow that muscle.
Damn it! What I was trying to say,
Hell no.
if you don't have the ass, you work in other areas and you be great in other areas, and there's other sexual pleasures that come.
You are right.
Without just
Right.
ass. So
No,
that's
you-
what I'm
you-
trying to
You
say.
can get a pretty
So-
face in the package in a lame way.
No,
Exactly.
You're absolutely right.
So-
and there was a man out there that will enjoy that and will love her and marry her. But
Not
when
even
it
the
comes-
ass though, because
But when it
you're-
comes to Kel, I
yeah.
need the cheeks.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. I just need cheeks.
I feel you, but she will. She may be able to get by on her mouth or on her.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Or on her
So that makes up for it.
vagina. Sometimes for some
Oh my
people.
God.
And we're adults now. We're just talking as
We can
adults.
talk about this. It's fine.
So,
I need cheeks back there, dude.
and that's just you. But I'm saying there's
me.
some
That's
other
just
guys
me.
that may be at a, okay, yeah, she's lacking a little here, but over here she's great and she's off the charts here. So I'm okay with that.
Why do you guys? It shouldn't even be. Well, you know what? I guess
like
it's all
what you
about
like.
compromise, right?
And you may not be
She
able to
has
understand.
no ass, but she has.
Yeah. Or she has a bad attitude, but she's thick everywhere, so I'm going to deal with the attitude.
I won't sacrifice that. Like the bad attitude.
Some people will, though.
Yeah, and that's just.
But that's just what I'm saying. It's a compromise. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's 100%.
You're real. That's real truth.
Even the Instagram models and everybody we see now, it's not exactly what you think. It's a fantasy, is this and that, but
And if it is, They're probably not.
Yeah.
messing
I heard
with
somebody
you.
talking about Halle Berry the other day. She's been cheated on and she's been, this and that, and she's been married I don't know how many times, but she's a beautiful woman, of course.
Some of the most beautiful women.
Well, I can break that down to you, and this might sound a little
break that
jaded,
down, Kel.
but here's the thing: is that it can be Beyonce, it can be Halle Berry. There is a man out here that is sick of her.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Right. So it doesn't matter how fine she may be, but there's
those
somebody
women
out there that's sick of her.
That it's okay
Those women
to
are
just
viewed
do
to be
that?
perfect, though, is what I'm saying.
No,
though.
all I'm saying is that it doesn't matter how fine a chick is. There's a guy that just doesn't want to put up with her shit. Vice versa.
That's what I'm saying, though. And that's what a compromise
That's
is. So.
disgusting.
So.
That's just the.
Yeah.
I mean, that,
And you
I
gotta
I don't agree with it.
And you got to find your fit and what works for you.
Well, when it comes to that, where there's a beautiful woman that literally is getting cheated on, just can't find the right dude, that's something with her.
Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with the guy all the time. I think some women just don't. That's all they've got, and they don't have
That's
anything
true.
else behind it.
Yeah.
And so a guy is physically attracted to the woman, and she seems like the whole package, and then it's like, oh.
I would partially disagree and say they haven't met the right guy, because if you're bringing a lot to the table as far as just the physical and everything like that, of course you're going to go through a plethora.
But if
Everybody's
you
gonna
are
wanna be
still
involved with you.
getting involved with the same guy over and
Same
over,
type of guy.
same type,
So
then
that's
it's on you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I
Fool
would
me
agree with
once,
that.
fool me twice.
Yeah, I would
it's
agree.
on me.
I would agree with that.
So I believe sometimes it's just something that, and I'm not necessarily saying that's all cases, but I just think when you're searching and searching and searching and you keep getting shitted on over and over again, you need to kind of turn back in and go, okay, maybe I should stop messing with these lames, right?
That's real.
And possibly lower my standards a bit. Remember we talked about this. Lower your goddamn
Not lower
standards.
your-
Or Jess, you know what it might be
Or
too?
compromise.
You know what it might be
Shit.
too? It might even go back to the first man that she ever fell in love with. Her dad didn't show her how a man is supposed to treat her.
That's true
That's
too.
another big thing.
That's
Amen.
huge.
You know?
Amen.
That's huge. And that's something, that's her personal, that's
Right.
an issue that she has. And so, and I think a lot of women don't even realize it.
I think it goes both ways too, because I mean, there's guys out here that do the exact same thing. They do the exact same thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, my next question for you guys: how do you guys make intimacy a priority during COVID? Since the kids are home all the time, is it just sex at night? You have to like sneak it in. I know you guys have told me once before about he tells you to put it in your schedule.
Yeah, scheduling.
Schedule me at
I think-
1:30 after.
Isn't there
homeschool.
there should be like a baby boom right now?
Oh, there is. You see, Carrie Hilson's pregnant.
By who?
I don't know, but she's pregnant. There's a lot of people getting knocked up right
But
now.
that's what I'm saying. So COVID, it's like free range.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're at home. There's nothing like what? The kids are entertaining themselves for the most part.
Yeah, but you guys are outnumbered though. It's not like a situation with someone with like maybe 2 kids or 3 kids. You guys
Right.
got 5 running
Right.
around here.
We just do what we can.
We like each other, and I know.
Kind of.
Yeah, she likes to portray this thing of that I'm not that interested
Tread lightly.
all the time, but so you know what I'm saying. I know, but I mean at the same time I'm working on not being so much one track mind and kind of being open to, okay, there's this going on, there's that going on, and not making it personal. I mean, it's not
Right.
about
He
me.
takes it very personally.
There's stuff,
I
and
am
I'm like,
tired.
yeah. And I could be in the shower crying like, oh no, I can't get her to just open up and put that wall down, and let's just be in a day of just love making all day. That's kind of unrealistic. It doesn't work like that.
Who the fuck are you? Are you referencing like a R&B song? What are
with
you?
5
That is
kids,
not real life.
With 5 kids,
That is
and
not real life.
time, it doesn't work like that. So you
Right.
see the movies and all that, and so you just got to be
Exactly.
real. So I'm not that I'm lowering my standard, but I really want to be in tune, and I want to make sure that I'm not
AKA, you've been rejected so many times that he has to really, he's learned how
not
to.
stepping over and
Yeah.
making her be involved when she doesn't want to be involved. Because I want it to be mutual.
Right.
So, you know
so
what I'm
then that leads into my next question. Who's more sexually aggressive? And I obviously know the answer to that. Okay, but
I'm not overly aggressive though, and that's the thing though. I'm not an overly
He's not
sexually aggressive.
He's not aggressive.
This woman, and like I said, it was from the first time, and she brings a lot to the table. I'm gonna look at the camera. She brings a lot to the table. She moves like, hey man, it's great. So I really don't have a choice, Kale. I don't have a choice. So I see what I like, and I like what I want. So I can't really be. And you can't be mad at me. So she should, I'm thinking she should be appreciative of me.
Okay. I am.
The level of thirst is there, and that should remain. And I would love for that to remain all the way till we're in our grave.
So here's my next question then, True, is does she have her moments when she is aggressive, since she is the non-aggressive one, or should I be asking Jess this? Jess, do you have your moments where you're just like, I need my husband?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that how we're answering that one? Okay.
Probably not enough moments for him, but I do have my moments, and I bring the flair.
Yeah.
Preference, morning or night?
I don't have a preference. You know.
I knew
My
it.
man.
It's
Day, night,
whenever.
lunch, brunch. Hey man, just you know.
High tea time. What is it like? All that.
Come to me. Come to me.
I can't.
The Rick James?
Yeah. Come on.
I can't take it. I cannot.
And that's just how we work, and that's why we work well. I don't want to.
God, you're killing me.
I don't want to be on the bad side of it, but I mean, I know, I understand that she has a level of acting a certain way. I don't want to do this or do too much, but
She's different around you behind closed doors.
No. Well, no.
What are you talking about?
Not even that. I just know.
What's your
I
point?
get it. I'm
What's
just saying
your
I
point?
get it. I understand that you're not. You have some things that are there, the Catholic guild, and some things that we want to.
Oh, yeah.
That we're working through. I like to talk about this type of stuff.
I am a lot more
Yeah.
reserved than a lot of people think.
And the flair and all this with Jess, that's cool. But
I do bring the flair,
I know,
though.
yeah. But there's some stuff there that I'm working through. I'm breaking that down, and that's okay. That is okay. So if anybody else, couples are going through this thing, it's okay to talk about it, be open with it, and just love your partner for who they are. I know she loves me for who I am. I'm pretty simple. I'm simple, Kel. Just give me some food.
Yeah.
Some
Oh my God.
Some loving.
some butt. And I'll do anything for you.
We know that.
Anything for this woman.
That's one thing we have. We're the masters at getting.
And you set it up. If you want to,
I need a new purse. Bend it over.
Shame.
I know that.
Shame.
Put the money on the dresser, pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay. So then what do you do then when you're in the mood and she's not?
You gotta go.
Do you just go hit the weights? Do you suck it up? Do you just dang it? Do you go in the shower and handle it yourself?
No, you can tell when it's very obvious.
Does he get moody?
Yes, you can tell. I had a conversation with my friends about this not that long ago. You can tell they're just not the same. They're just walking around, just irritated, just wound up.
Backed up, as they say.
Backed up, right. And you're like, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, I know what I've got to do. Okay, honey. Okay. Let's put you in a good mood again. Let's go ahead. So yeah, no, totally. We know the game. We know the game. We know the game even more than you guys, I think.
That's true. That's very true. And you guys got all the power.
Yes, pretty much.
What brings the beast out of you?
What the hell does that mean?
Let me finish the question. God damn.
Like what?
You know, there's times where you might be on vacation or the kids are at grandparents' house and it's just you two. And you are looking at your spouse and you're like, I want to eat you alive.
Oh, God.
You know, does it,
Oh,
you know,
God,
maybe for me, you know, if I take a nap, maybe get it a little bit of meditation in,
Okay.
some green demon.
I like
then
that.
I am ready to
Green demon.
cross
Okay.
over to the dark side.
Right.
You will meet the devil. Some people, it might be some Ciroc.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You know what? It's vacation. It is getting away from the kids. It's getting away from, it's like escaping from reality. Like,
Yeah.
when you're able to fully relax, it's like open season. So
Does she drink anything? Is there anything like when you guys are on vacation, you're like, let me give her a little extra tequila because I know.
Does she drink
the-
anything?
the
I might drink
tequila,
everything.
the tequila, you know, gets her loose or something. I don't know.
Not so much. I think it really is more about just the mental and the being relaxed and being removed from
yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
the day to day and the craziness and this is what I got to do today and all that kind of stuff. So I
Right.
think it really is just being relaxed and being just chill, and that is vacation. And
If anything, Marcus is like, do not have any tequila tonight because I'm like, yeah, we're.
yeah, and then so it's a fine line. It's a fine
I'm
line.
like, yeah, party. Oh yeah, we're going upstairs. No, we're not.
Yeah, a fine line.
Like that.
Fine line.
Yeah,
Fine line.
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
So
And I get it. All right. And I've gotten better over time with.
look at you. You're like a victim.
God, Jessica.
God, he is. He sounds like a victim. You know, I just learned how to live without it. Like he's deprived or something. I told
Don't
him that.
shame
Quit
me.
acting like
Don't-
you're deprived and
don't-
shit. Like you just don't.
Don't shame
Like
me,
we're
though.
once a monthers or something.
I'm just speaking my truth. I mean, it's just my truth, Kale. This is how I feel.
No, I
Jess,
understand.
too. This is just me. This is how I feel. So you can't tell me how I feel. So I have a healthy thirst, and that's okay. That's
it. That is
that's
totally
all.
fine.
I don't think there's anything wrong with your thirst.
That's okay for being married, being where we're at, 16 plus years, 5 kids later. We are still not in the honeymoon phase, but there's
Hell
a
no.
thirst there. So that's
You know
great.
what? I'm here to quench it. That's
Amen.
it.
Amen.
That's
So there's time to where I have to just, I gotta just take it sometime. Okay, it's not the time. I may be here, but Jess is here, and that's okay. You have to be okay with that sometime. And then, but
I think you're trying to talk yourself.
when it comes together though, that's when we.
Hey,
I am done. I am done with this whole conversation. I am
now.
done.
That's when we
I
make it
am
work,
done.
and that's
Oh
okay.
my God.
So and you got to take the
The good with the bad.
the good with the bad and just be able to compromise. But when we meet on that even plane, explosion, dynamite,
I'm so done. Put down
TNT.
Put down the crown. Oh my God.
Okay, Truly Unruly, episode 10. This was good. Good conversation. You guys were open and all that good stuff.
I want to revisit this though, Kale. So
We can definitely
I'm not
revisit
done
it.
yet. I'm not done.
Oh, you're
I'm not
done.
finished.
You're done.
Yeah,
So
next episode we can revisit this.
Okay.
This is
You
great.
Hey.
look so cute. Why do you have your Jordans
The kids
on?
are down here joining us, but episode 10, you can watch us on Marcus Trufant's YouTube page. Listen to us on Podcast One, Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
So
Watch
cute.
us every Sunday on the Converge Network. Follow Fab5Mom on Instagram, FabVMom. Follow Marcus_Trufant on Instagram. You can follow me, Radio Kels. Remember,
so cute.
like, subscribe, review, all that good stuff.
Right.
And
Yes,
until
sir.
next time, we out.